A Burning ATM. KPISS.FM. It's a wonderful station. 516-515-0664 are the numbers you dial if you want to talk to us for a while.
See a thug and zero, y'all still bullshit. Need to sit down, take a chew and chew my money till we get it. Ball, let it cool, was ain't talking. Money speak, all that bullshit, keep, run the side.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, I have COVID. And I was like, cool, I probably do too. But I will say this, that it's been pretty mild. I haven't felt like bad. I've just kind of felt like, meh.
You got the newest variant that's kind of chill.
Yeah, Omicron or whatever.
Exactly. It's like COVID code red, the code of the street.
This brand a little better, yeah.
Right? Although I saw they got a new like pink colored Mountain Dew out that I don't know what it is. I got to find out about it.
I think it's Mountain Dew gay, I think.
I thought it was like Mountain Dew, like vaginal secretions or something.
That's the new spiked one they got out.
Spiked, like an alcoholic Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I have seen this. Yes,
a picture of that.
Holy
Walmart,
shit!
And it's got. I thought I saw some pink coloration in it, so maybe.
Did you pull the trigger, Robert? You didn't buy boozy Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I was like, which Walmart was this? And she's like, I don't know. Like, my friend Haley sent it to me.
It's a test market. They're doing a test market in Nashville, right?
Only Omaha and Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get like 10 cases, and JT, we're gonna stockpile them at your house.
Dude, I'd do a deal that's like a type of punk that stockpiled for Loco and had some still in like 2014, like OG Loco.
Hell yeah, that rules. Yeah.
He was in this club that was called Pirate Punks. My boy Foster. He's so sick. They all wear like the same matching vest. It's like kind of biker gang style, except it says Pirate Punks. They're honestly the fucking coolest. And they all like went in on it right before it went bad, and so they probably still don't have a reserve. This was years ago.
I don't know, man. If they're real punks, I don't see how they could stockpile booze of any kind.
Yeah.
I started stockpiling booze over here.
Well, it's funny. I like to stockpile booze for about 4 to 6 hours in my refrigerator, and then it's gone.
Yeah, my fiance stockpiled 2 bottles of whiskey yesterday, and I feel like fucking shit today. I just turned 40, and I cannot drink that much anymore, man. This is like the most hungover I've been in.
I drank 5 beers last night, fell asleep at 9 p.m., woke up at 6. Fantastic. I was like, God, that was good sleep. I got the last beer into his bed, tried to eat it.
That's pretty good, man. I woke up and opened up my laptop, and I was watching The Hobbit.
Man, you
no idea why I downloaded it last night. Apparently, it's some moment.
That's funny because you're always going off to me about how you hate the fucking Hobbit.
I hate Hobbit. I hate Gandalf.
Because all the fucking hair on.
I hate midgets. I hate people that are really tall. Also,
I hate magic too. So mix all those things together.
The only good thing, Mike. The only good thing, Mike, you've ever said about The Hobbit was you did like those cool pipes that they smoke.
Oh, yeah. They smoke a lot of weed, which is definitely cool as hell.
Yeah, okay. Well, Hobbits can kick it, but I don't want to kick it too close.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go,
Because I can't, because I have COVID. So you got to stay 6 feet away, you fucking Hobbit.
Yeah. Hobbit rules, please. 6 feet away. You have to enter through a different door.
I bet he's tall, man. I bet he's fucking so tall that the Hobbit couldn't even get COVID-19.
You'd have to stack 2 hobbits on top of each other in a trench coat for them to get fucking
fight me.
Around me.
I'd fight 2 hobbits to prove a point. I think we know what I mean by hobbit.
Like a Voltron of hobbits would have to fucking form for me to even let him in the door. I'd say,
Power Ranger kind of
Amazon guy, bring the right fucking buzzer. Stop bringing my damn buzzer.
I mean, this guy, you guys normally record an episode. We just enter mid conversation and just go.
I don't know. Yeah, usually actually.
All right, cool. That's fine with me.
But you don't. Do you normally or do you not normally record Grandpa Joe style though?
Grandpa Joe style. Robert's new to Nashville, so we used to sit at the same table and try to be on camera together if we were phoning people in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you missed it at the beginning. At the beginning, I was informed that we would be that the theme is what lounge, and that we would be recording Grandpa Joe style.
Yeah, welcome to the lounge, Mike. Relax in there.
Yeah, there you go. Lean it back.
I get it.
Very adaptable.
I'm like holding onto a chair really tightly in order to do this. It's not
holding
on. We do our show, it's like live on the air, so it's sort of the same, but not really, you know. I mean,
you guys got a YouTube live channel you go to?
No, it's just like broadcast, like the station we're on broadcasts it. So, yeah.
Yeah, so
I can't do it. I've got to edit me too hot and edgy on my takes.
The Jerry Springer of fucking internet radio over here. Too hot.
I'm like Howard Stern, you know what I mean? I'm like getting people in my room naked. Me.
Throwing fucking
sit on this Bluetooth speaker. I'm gonna go.
We had someone come in last week and just tied him to a Symbian sex machine for an hour.
Symbian sex machine. Wow, I'd like to see one of those.
Yeah, a symbiont. Yeah,
I've had sex once and I was bad at it. I don't know detail. I went to a sex shop and it was the one on North Loop. You know, you guys aren't in Austin. There's just like
I've been to Austin.
I've been to Austin once.
Yeah, I've been there twice, but it was 20 years ago, maybe something like that. So yeah, North Loop. Yeah, that one, right? Yeah,
dude, the North Loop.
Yeah, dude, I was over at the Crackle getting fucking shit-faced, you know?
You got shit-faced at North Loop? That's my G right there. Back when it was the warehouse district, dude, I slept outside.
Oh, man, I love a good warehouse district. I go to a new city, first place I go is a warehouse district.
I started practice space with my friends, and then we just see the neighborhood change. Can't explain why.
I like living in New York because you can't really gentrify anywhere here. It's all just kind of fucking whatever, and you know what I mean.
Not anymore.
Sort of hard, yeah. At this point in time, it's all done, been gentrified. There's nowhere left to go.
I went to New York, and both times I was just terrified. Everything was so big. I went to a yoga class, and there's tons of people in the yoga class, and they all changed in front of each other. They didn't even go into the bathrooms. It's like they didn't have time. They all changed in like.
That's
area.
Very New York. Yeah.
Time is money, baby. Everybody's naked, changing their clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
I got 4 job interviews today. I got COVID. How am I going to fucking explain that?
They got COVID too. That's how we do it here.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm only allowed to interview with the boss who has COVID.
I went to a place Chinatown. You guys been to Chinatown?
Oh yeah, it's crazy down there. It smells weird, dude.
It is insane. I was blown. People were just bustling back and forth. People had just stacks of chairs. They're walking around with stacks of chairs. We had it. And
actually, I'm supposed to be on SNL next season, so we can't talk about this stuff. Sorry.
I'm actually pretty hopeful for myself for next season.
Yeah. You got some characters written, some sketches going.
Oh yeah, I got a racist podcaster.
Yep.
I got I'm the non-owning liberal. I'm doing that a lot.
The guy who says things are gay. Yeah.
What was that?
No, I've got the guy who says that things are pink or gay.
Yeah. The last true homophobic man.
Wait, I thought that was going to be.
These guys are kissing on the train.
I thought that was on Fox's summer lineup, the last homophobic man on earth.
That's a pretty good idea for a show. Will Forte, the last homophobe.
You know, it used to be that way, though. It's funny because I'll find myself.
It used to be that way.
It used to be that way.
Yeah, people used to be really homophobic.
Yeah, right. Well, it did.
Back in my day, people were still really homophobic.
Yeah, you couldn't be holding another man's hand in public.
No, you're right, man.
Not unless you were saving his life.
Maybe you were a Hollywood elite, you could get away with it.
Oh, no. If you were a Hollywood elite, you couldn't be gay in the early 2000s. That was like a secret you had to keep. Tom Cruise is gay. He'll never tell a soul.
I don't think he can read either. Isn't that? I think that's true that Tom Cruise cannot read. He's so dyslexic, he memorizes the script.
Right, he memorizes the shapes of the letters.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kind of sound they make too. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
He thinks he can't read because he doesn't understand that's what everyone's doing is they're just memorizing the shapes of the letters.
What's the thing that people say they have where it's like math makes me see colors or I can hear sounds, stuff like that?
Tripping on LSD. Yeah, I've tried that before. Did not go so well in trigonometry class in high school.
You're writing down like blue. It's your AP math test.
2 + 2 = blue. Teacher's like, that's fucking not correct.
Damn, this kid's smart.
Yeah, this guy, he's on a whole other spectrum over
Yeah,
there.
So dumb. So dumb they just moved me along anyway.
Yeah.
In 2013 in Sacramento, a dude was downtown wearing skinny jeans and he got stabbed.
For being like queer.
The guy was like, "Oh, you're wearing girl jeans," and stabbed him.
That's pretty fucking sick.
That's so funny because I've always heard tolerant, genteel stories of pure heartland America coming out of Sacramento.
Oh man, Sacramento, Visalia, fucking the whole Fresno,
That's so strange. All I hear is how everybody just loves each other and greets each other on the street with a howdy and a doff of the cap.
How do you do?
Right.
Go down to this beautiful Sacramento River together and just enjoy the afternoon.
Just drink straight from the streams.
Wait, Sacramento River, is that like an alley downtown?
Awesome about the Sacramento River is there's like a type of dude that hangs out there called a river rat. And like a way to talk about someone in Sacramento is to be like, oh, they're like a river person. And it's like that means they like smoke meth and have like a lifted truck.
Yeah. Really.
Nice, dude. Now is this lifted truck also rolling coal?
Oh, dude, Sacramento does not have the mechanical mindset on how to do that. If someone sold rolling coal trucks there, they'd do it, but it's not like they have trucks because they're like cool mechanic guys that work out of their yard.
So what you're saying is there's a potential market there for some coal rolling lifted trucks in Sacramento. Maybe the most tolerant place in the country. The
most tolerant place. I want to put Sacramento into perspective. I'm like considered smart in Sacramento.
I'm considered smart in Davis. So
put this into perspective smart, then for me. If you're smart in Sacramento, what does that make you in Austin, Texas?
Dude, have you
liberal?
You can go into Austin, Texas, and go into any bar and see 100 me's. Yeah. I am bottom of the barrel.
Cloned yourself?
Here. I claim cloned. I'm a copy paste dude. It's like bearded, tattooed dudes that just like smoking weed as a personality. Or
you know what?
Of Austin. It's like every dude in Austin.
That's what everyone in Denver is like. That's what everyone in Portland, Oregon is like. There's
yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Portland, Oregon's bunches of me, except they're all like older with careers.
Sort of, man. Fuck. I lived in Portland for like 6 years, and I had to go. Like I started. Like
having an artisanal pickle factory ain't a career, kid.
Yeah.
Wait, Portland, Oregon. There's a coffee shop there called Crema. There's a guy named Victor that worked at a coffee shop there for over a decade.
Okay.
I know that. I had 2 ex-girlfriends move there and start like hanging out with him, I'm like, I know this guy. I don't know him, never met him, but we are the same type of dude.
Right? You like, you know him, like, like you know yourself, right?
Yeah, like there's the same. I've had 2. Like I remember one when I was like 19 and one when I was like 23. Crema, it's a coffee shop. Apparently, a really hot, cool guy named Victor works there.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, I haven't lived there for 10 years, so it might have been.
He was working there then.
Yeah. Fuck. I never met the guy, but I probably remember him too if he looks exactly like you.
I don't know what he looks like.
Crazy looking, so.
I've heard the story.
Across my face. The peanut-shaped birthmark on my chest. Unforgettable.
A penis-shaped birthmark on my penis. The strangest thing. Check this out. New people moved to town. Oh, you just moved to town, huh? Where'd you come from? Oh,
I'm gonna draw that on my penis. I'm gonna draw a penis on my penis just so I can show it to everybody. You gotta check this out.
Brand new, hanging out down by the bus depot downtown, waiting for people to roll off the bus. Hey, you ever seen a penis-shaped birthmark?
Gotta check this out.
Fuck, that sounds like some Port Authority shit. I should go start doing that once I get over this COVID.
The city hires me to do this for South. He pays me to do this.
The ambassador for the city of Austin.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you get a key, you get a penis-shaped key.
I'm going to our sister city, Berlin, and doing it. They're like, "Hey, I have a guy like you already. This is Germany."
You guys love that. You guys love that South by Southwest down there, right?
Man, you
get all jazzed up for that.
So cool, dude.
Yeah, I like the tech part. The 4 weeks before the music part starts. There's
I hated
leaders being accessible to me.
I hate music, so once the tech bros started coming in, I was like, cool, my people.
Thank God, yeah.
He was going every year just hoping that there'd be something other than music for the first 10 years,
1 year, George W. Bush was on a panel just talking about stuff.
When he was the president or after?
No, dude, like 3 or 4 years ago.
That's cool, man. He's an artist. He's a lovable moron. You know, he's got a cool legacy.
He's a fine artist.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I would kill for one of his pieces, even like a print, a quality giclée of his piece.
Hold on. Don't say that too loud, okay? Because if anything happens and you do end up actually killing somebody for a painting by George W. Bush.
I would kill George W. Bush for one of his paintings.
I would kill W for one of his, or a shot of his wife.
Right? Yeah. You better hope that they're both healthy and wealthy and wise and accounted for. Otherwise, the FBI is coming to knock on your door.
I just love his shit, man. Like as soon as he wasn't president, he was like, "Yep, I am a fucking idiot. You know, I'm a fucking simple, fucking stupid, fucking idiot. You know, and like I'm just gonna be nice to everybody. Like like he's just friends with everyone now. Like people
weed with Ellen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's fucking hanging out with the Clintons and shit. You know, what I mean?
Weed with Ellen.
It's like everyone was right. I am a fucking idiot. You know, that's fine.
And you can too.
Yeah, it was really hard to pretend I wasn't
with the Clintons.
Yeah,
just living it, just living life,
killing people, fucking getting away with it with the Clintons. You know,
going to a card game at the Obama.
Oh,
yeah, just having your cousin bring tons and tons of pounds of weed into Arkansas with the Clintons. It's George W. and the Clintons.
And then
someone sees them doing it, they just kill them.
Do some of that.
Get away with it.
Jazz cabbage. Next thing you know, you're in a cutting session with Bill Clinton. He's wearing the sunglasses.
He's a cool cat. He's a cool cat. Yeah.
You can't act like he probably isn't so much fun to hang out with.
Dude, come on.
Bush are probably like the chillest, most fun dudes to kick it with.
Yeah,
dude. He was the son of a former president himself too. Like he had no responsibilities before, and now after he's just like
during and after, yeah.
That guy gets him into college. He's just blowing lines the whole time. They just give him a fucking degree because he's the son of the president. You know.
Well, they're afraid at the time. At the time, they were afraid his old man, as head of the CIA, would have them murdered.
Well, I mean, probably fair fear. You know.
What's so cool about W's dad is like. He just worked in oil and banking and railroads and then just got a job as the head of the CIA one day.
Like he applied for it.
And it's crazy that you clearly had not been working for the CIA this whole time, right?
No, but right, exactly.
Oh, dude, you are really good at interviewing.
Yeah. All the logistics of running the train or whatever, that's going to fit in really well with the fucking us, our clandestine foreign wars,
All these idiots showed up to this job fair and they can't even write their name. And you're going straight to the top, kid. You got it.
You're literally straight to the top, like at the very top, immediately straight there.
Yeah, you got caught mopping the floor on day one, and they said, "No, kid, you're way too overqualified for that."
Equations on the blackboard after he was done mopping. They're like, "Wow."
Yeah, he does the equation on the blackboard. Indeed. Who could have solved this?
So it's like,
well, I helped.
Trying to think of the equation, but all I can think of is the word Noriega because I'm something like that. You know what I mean? That's the solution or whatever.
Yeah. Ollie North is sitting in the back of the class.
There you go.
In his textbook.
You're smarter than me. You can make a better joke about that.
No, that's pretty good actually. Manuel Noriega is a fucking high-priced punchline. Okay.
High price punchline. That's a top shelf punchline, if you will.
You can't be a dictator of a Central American country with acne scars like that and not fucking get into some high price punchlines.
I believe you.
Should we talk about prank calling at all? Because that's like why we're right. That's our thing.
Yeah, you want to make a
prank call? Yeah, let's do it. Yes.
I got people. What I like. So I got my buddy in Oakland to put up a bunch of stickers.
Okay.
And I've been getting voicemails from the Oakland people, and it's like clearly kids.
Oh, like children? Hell yes. I mean, that's
better to do.
Hell yeah! Oh, fuck yeah! Yeah, baby!
That's exactly.
That would be called a sizzle word. You guys do prank calls every episode?
Yeah. We were trying to be a call-in show, but no one was calling, so we turned into a call-out show.
I do.
Yeah.
I like when I one time we put out a thing. They're like, "Hey, we'll be in the studio from this time to this time," and like the only person that called in was my friend Brian, and was clearly trying to plug his podcast. And I was like, "That's my G. We aired it. His podcast will be good. We'll air it."
Shoot your shot, man. You gotta fucking, you know what I mean? You want to quit your job eventually to do a podcast or whatever.
So is that the format of the show now? You just invite other people with podcasts or internet radio shows on to come and plug their show on your show? It's kind of like a symbiotic. We will
be editing out the name of your guys' show, to be clear.
We haven't said it yet. No, we shouldn't, I guess. Probably not.
So if you guys do want, we just charge a little $5,000 to
$5,000. That's fine.
$5,000 to $6,000.
Cool. Let me just text my rich daddy and just get him to, just put some money in my account.
And I wish I got into like programming or computers in my teens, but instead I just read a bunch of books about Freemasonry because I was like, this is interesting.
Well, you seem to be doing pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kicking it Grandpa Joe style on a Sunday.
Welcome to the lounge, boys.
Yeah. So you're doing telemarketing again. You stopped for a minute, right?
I did stop.
Yeah. Did you because of this show?
Oh yeah, I had to focus on the show.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, it takes up all your time sometimes.
Sometimes you hit the phones for pleasure, and you go, "Can I do this for business?"
Yeah.
And you just got to focus on hitting the phones for pleasure.
Yeah. I guess you're basically just prank calling for money. Yeah, for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the dream.
Yeah.
So are they hiring?
Absolutely. Every job is hiring. It's also easy and fun.
I had a buddy who did that when we were in high school, and he absconded with some of the tapes, and he would play us some of the calls. And one of them
they record them, I guess so, for so you can
well, for quality control purposes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And he would play him, and he got this guy really good one time. He kept asking for the lady of the house because he had a man on the phone, and the guy said, she's not here. And he kept going, so she's downstairs, she's just putting away the laundry, she'll be up in a minute. And he had this guy go, so she's just outside working in the yard, and she's going to be in a second to have a little sweet tea or something like that. And he had this guy going for 5 minutes, I'd say, and he kept getting more agitated, and we'd smoke shitty fucking Midwestern dirt weed and just laugh our asses off to that.
That's so fun. I love listening to calls like that, dude.
Simpler times.
I like listening to the Jerky Boys, so it's kind of similar, I think,
I've never listened to the Jerky Boys.
Oh, you haven't listened to the Jerky Boys, dude?
Man.
Frank Rizzo.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Ahmed and Rizzo. Yeah.
I feel like that's a normal pipeline, right? Like you're a kid and you're just calling I had a radio show when I was in middle school throughout high school, and we would just call we would prank call on the radio all the time. And that was just something that we just thought of, and then you hear the Jerky Boys, then you hear Longmont Ocean Castle, and then you dig deep. I don't know if you guys know Phil Hendry, but I've been fucking consuming that like crazy lately. He does a radio show where I don't know what he does now. He used to do this radio show where he would be the host and the caller. He's talking to himself and pushing some button that makes it sound like it's on a phone call, you know what I mean? And it's fucking nuts. It's he's like, our guest this hour is a guy who's saying that black people should pay white slave owners reparations for the income they lost when slavery ended. Shit like that. And, he argues with himself, and then they start letting real people call in that don't know that it's a setup, and it's fucking very good stuff. I highly recommend it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. I don't know how this guy is talking to himself as fast as he is. It's fucking it's a singular gift,
Mike, you know exactly how he's talking to himself. You see it all the time on the streets of New York.
No, schizophrenia, you mean?
Or borderline personality.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
The whole field
is involved that. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Totally. Well, that's weird. I kind of thought maybe you'd be a student of prank calls. That's fine. You don't have to be. I'm a lot something 7-year-olds think of. You know what I mean?
Whoa, wait. Hold on just a second, real quick. Seriously. We have engendered a coalition right now, unbeknownst to us. Yeah. We are starting the first fucking university of prank callology.
We could sell this. We could sell Robert. We could sell something.
T-shirts and mugs.
If we bring you in, we teach you how to prank call.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we're standing on the shoulders of giants, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
On the shoulders of the giants. And
I don't know of any other. I don't know of other prank phone call media that is existing right now.
There's actually. So I watched a YouTube doc one time that was talking about people that meet on a Discord. I think I don't really know how Discord works, but it seems like
it's just like a chat thing. You know, that's stupid.
It works like this.
Discord. But they do a style of prank calling where they get people to delete tweets that they have complaining about companies. I listen to
weird. All right.
Calls and she's like, "Hey, I'm from the cable company you tweeted about. I can't believe you tweeted that. We're gonna cancel your cable unless you delete your tweet." And the guy will delete it, and that will be the whole prank. And I'm like, "That's good because the guy will never find out he's being pranked." And that's like, right?
I like that too. I like coming to conclusion with a call where it seems like the person is just vaguely confused, but they don't think I'm like pulling a joke on them or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just asking strange questions or just
regular old tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I sell like one of the things I sell right now is like a streaming service, and so I like to call a business and I'll say, "Hey, do you guys have TVs?" And if they say no, I'll go, "God, you guys got to get some TVs."
TVs in there, man. I can hook you up with a thing to play on them. No problem.
I say, "Well, you get TVs, you know who to call, right?" And they go, "No," and I go, "All right, you have a good rest of your day." Some cold calling. They have no idea the fuck I'm talking about.
They're trying to *69 you so they can get back in touch to get that number for those TVs.
Yeah. Isn't it funny that it's *69? I mean, come on. You could have picked any two numbers. Whoever did that is a fucking hilarious.
A hopeful chose that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. We need to get that guy into the
calls. I guarantee someone trying to slam me.
I was in a band for a long time that toured a lot, and one of the guys worked for a telemarketing company that cold called hospitals, and they would be like, "Hey, looks like you haven't placed an order for like gloves and like surgical tubing and gauze for quite a while. This is a courtesy call." And then they would just be like, "Oh shit, I guess you're right. We'll just order a bunch of shit from you." And then they would sell it. You know what I mean? It was like, but the way they got their clients was totally like fucked up in a lie. And when we were on tour, he would get like, I can't remember how much it was, $20, $25 or something like that per phone book he would bring back from like other states. So everywhere we're going, he's just trying to like steal phone books from hotels, steal phone books from like restaurants and shit.
Phone books anywhere.
I mean, I guess it was wild, dude. But by the end of the tour, we'd have like a box of like 70 phone books in the back of the van.
Completely. Did you ever steal the phone books from like a public booth?
I believe he tried to do that, and he like ripped one up one time, and then he was like, "I don't know if this is fucking." It was just like a bunch of loose sheets of paper in a box. Yeah. I don't know if this is quite what they're looking for, but he went to work one day and they were just
for 30.
He went to work one day and the whole place was just fucking gone, like an empty room with like fucking litter and like loose shit on the ground. All the phones are gone. All the furniture was gone. He just walks in and just fucking that was it. You know.
I always work for like reputable companies that like I sell software and stuff. My dream is to actually scam.
Like, he was doing sighting for a while, like scamming old women like door to door. He get in a van with like 15 dudes. And they drive to like some town in Colorado and just fucking get out and just go all different directions and just try to get people to fucking buy sighting that probably don't even need sighting. You know,
that's so crazy.
He's good at it. He's like one of our best. He'll be like the guest on our show a lot, like pretending like he's somebody else because he's really good at
lying.
Yeah, he's really good at lying. Yeah, he had a kid when he was 17. His kid's 18 years old now. It's fucking. He's quite the life.
Lying. Yeah, one of my buddies was like a punk rocker, like a total rock star. I thought he was the coolest guy in the world. I would work like music events with him, right? And he would work side crew and just not work, just hide and get high all the time.
Right.
We had to be lazy. The coolest motherfucker in the world. And his thing was like stealing from festivals and then selling the stuff online. And if you'd be like, "Hey, dude, like, did you steal like XYZ?" He would lose his shit and act like you were the worst friend in the world. He died last year. He died. Everyone found out that he had a secret fucking son that was like in his early 20s because this fool was like 40. And I was like, dude, you do not, you're dying in the legacy of just lying. You're the coolest motherfucker I've ever met.
I have a secret child.
Brandon Hamilton.
Like, no one's like, I doubt anyone was like, "Do you have a kid?" And he's just like, no, man.
You could be my son. Like, you're young enough to be my son. He used to make that joke to me all the time. And I'm like, damn, I really was.
Yeah, exactly.
It's lying for fun.
Like, well, wait this.
Coolest dude I've ever met.
Yeah, that rocks, man.
Dad.
He told me he was friends
with Dad.
Knew his real name. And I'm like, I don't know. You seem like a liar.
That's sick. Holy shit.
But then a famous band would come to town and he would be like, post a photo where he'd be like hanging out with them. And I'd be like, damn, you're like, maybe you're not lying. It'd be so weird where it's like, I was working a show time with the guy, Andrew Jackson Jihad guys, and they asked me, they're like, do you know Brendan Hamilton? He lives here. And I was like, yeah, I do know him. Did he like screw you guys over in a drug deal? Or like, what was that?
Those guys let me sleep at their house once. I was on tour, and the guy who booked the show was like, well, you can't stay at my house, but let me call these guys. And it was just the Andrew Jackson Jihad guy's house. And we just like went in their house at like 2 a.m. and slept on the floor and then just got up and left. I don't think I met any of them or anything, but
yeah,
solid guys if you ask me, you know.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. My buddy did that with one of the wolves from Twilight, lives in San Antonio, and he would let bands stay at his house.
Hell yeah, sick.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. Rawr, I like that.
I am very. Have you gone to San Antonio? Either of you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
It seems so crazy to me. It's like the fucking 4th biggest city in the United States or some shit like that.
No,
or it's in the top 10. It's in the top 10.
It's pretty big, but like
I will look it up right now.
I'm pretty sure it's like Houston's 4th, Dallas is 5th, and then like San Antonio.
We're not even gonna put up with that, dude. No,
huge, man.
That shit, dude. Fourth, all of us immediately like.
Okay.
No.
But my brother went to college in San Antonio.
It is 7. It is 7.
Hey, that is.
It's bigger than Dallas.
Hey, you know what? I'll fall back. Dude.
It's
I'm
crazy.
right now.
And that's why I'm like, I've never been there, and it's fucking nuts to me. Like, it's just it's huge, and it's just there, and like I don't know anything about it. I don't know any like culture that's come from there, or like
it's exactly like
do you know Christopher Cross?
Yeah.
Yes,
he's from there. That's
okay,
all you need.
All right, that's all I need to know, right? That Arthur guy. Okay.
Shit ton of mega churches.
Yes, exactly.
Taquerias.
Dudley Moore.
Okay, yeah. There's like a beautiful downtown or some shit with like
Riverwalk.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not beautiful.
Well, okay, it's not beautiful. There is a downtown. There is a river.
There is there's like a Ripley's Believe It or Not with a bad Beyonce.
Yeah, wax museum.
Okay,
a fake piece of the Berlin Wall.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
But they're not sister cities with Berlin, right? How did they get the pieces of the wall?
Yeah, how'd they
it might also be sister cities with Berlin.
Oh wow. Okay. I thought you had
Berlin's lying to everybody.
Just the east side though.
Many sisters we have. That's Berlin. Many sisters.
Yeah, I am from San Antonio.
Technically.
Well, weird. It seems like a weird place to me. I would love to go there, but not. I'm sure I wouldn't. I'm just I don't know, curious or whatever about it. It's huge. It's weird.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking weird.
I've been there, done the damn thing.
Yeah, not much to say, huh?
I went there with a girlfriend when I was like 19. I was 20. She was like 19, and we went there, and she kept talking about how we had to see the basement of the Alamo, and I was like, she had me ask a tour guide, and the tour guide was like, ha ha ha, and it's from Pee Wee's Hermit, but I've never.
Yeah.
I didn't get what a stupid fucking joke, and I was just like, okay, we'll see the basement of the Alamo, and like she felt like she was like big brain pranking me by telling me that.
She did.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I asked the tour guide, and she was like, haha, no, there is no basement here, and I was like, oh, you got me, there's no basement.
She's like,
figure it out for like years that it's from a movie where the guy wants to see it, but I was like, yeah, told me there was a basement, a fucking good one. Ooh, there's an attic apartment.
You know what? She's probably still laughing about that shit.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that maybe that's what set you on this path of pranking people? Is that
story?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When I was in my teens, I used to pretend to be deaf so I could get free food at fast food places.
I mean, I've heard your other story about pretending to be deaf. It's pretty funny.
That one's where escalates. You know how like I learned it from like skaters. They would take receipts from outside and go into like McDonald's and be like, "Hey, I never got my order," and then they'd get it. And I was like, I bet I could do that without receipts. And I would just walk in and pretend to be deaf and get them to let me like give me a piece of paper, and I'd write out like in broken English, like I try order 6 burger, looking bag only 4, need 2 more order, and they'd be like, oh, and give me the rest of the food.
This guy's deaf and retarded. We better give him.
The worst part is I wouldn't be just deaf. I'd be like deaf and hardly able to communicate. There's only one time it didn't work, and it was at a Carl's Jr. on Madison and Fair Oaks
Carl's Jr.
And the lady thought I couldn't hear, right? And she was just like, I don't believe him. I think he's trying to trick us because he's deaf. I don't feel bad for him. Don't give him any free food without a receipt.
He can't hear what I'm saying anyway.
Exactly. It was exactly that. I was like, you are right about one of those things.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're valedictorian at the University of Prank Callology. You passed the test, lady.
I see what you're the manager at Carl's Jr.
Much more clever than what we used to do. We would just go and dig in the trash outside and find soda cups and then rinse them out and go get free soda, which is fucking disgusting.
The police called on me in Davis, California for doing that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I cited a fake Supreme Court case to try to get the manager to leave me alone. I remember that so clearly.
You're under arrest for being fucking gross.
Like, we just want you out of the town. Not against the law.
If other kids find out about this, they're all going to be doing it, and everyone's going to be sick, and it's going to be so fucking gross.
Yeah, I was like an anti-shower freegan at that age. Just I would eat out of trash cans.
Oh yeah, man, hell yes! I used to dumpster dive like crazy.
Oh yeah, I was in my teens. I'd listen to Me Without You and be like, I'm going to change the world.
Yeah.
And
awesome,
here you are.
An awesome donut dumpster, but it was like full of bees. So you'd have to come up with like 2 cardboard boxes and start swinging them around, trying to whack the bees and like push the bees out of the way. And then you grab the bag and
must chase the bees.
Yeah, you get the bees, I get the donuts.
That's like, it was like a 2-man job where you would get stung.
Hey, so my buddy's all sick with bee stings. What are you doing this weekend? I got a job I need some help
I'm
with.
really hungry.
I need a new bee guy this weekend.
Yeah. Hey, lucky you. I just had an opening in my bee guy department.
You ever seen My Girl? So I need a new bee partner, right?
You ever seen My Girl? No, you haven't? Come over to my house. We'll watch it on VHS. I'll show you what I'm looking for.
That lady from My Girl comes into my bar all the time now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know what
She used to come into Roberta's all the time too for brunch.
It's some stupid, it's some Macaulay Culkin movie. You don't know it? This lady gets he gets all stung up and dies. Is the point of the movie? Oh, it's really sad.
He was trying to impress some girl. He was like a kid, and his old man didn't tell him that's not how you do it, son.
Yeah.
All she's gonna do is use you for your ability to get stung like a motherfucker, and you're gonna die, and she's gonna live. She's gonna be eating brunch in 30 years with her fucking husband. And
she's gonna be sad for a little while, but not for that long because she's 11 and she'll forget about this pretty soon.
And you'll never forget because you're dead from bee sting.
Yeah.
You want to be like that, son? You want to be like that when you grow up? No.
You think if you die from bee stings, it just hurts for forever, like for all of time when you're in hell or heaven or whatever? It just hurts really bad.
Yeah. However you die, that's where your body is like when you go to heaven.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
If you get cremated, you can't enter the kingdom of the Lord.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense.
That changes everything. Now I got to go rewrite my will.
Elijah Woods used to live in Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Hobbit, right?
The Hobbit guy.
Yeah, totally. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know this guy. Yeah.
When I worked at a coffee shop, I worked with this guy that I still follow online just to screenshot and send to people I worked with a coffee shop with 10 years ago.
Cool.
And I'm the worst dude I know.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I hate this guy. Awesome. This guy is the worst guy in the world. But I remember one time Elijah Woods came in and he goes, "Excuse me, sir." And Elijah Woods, I go, so first Elijah Woods tried to order espresso on ice. And the guy was like, "So we don't actually do that. That's not really how we approach espresso here." And Elijah Woods was like, "Okay." And so he's like, "I can make you an iced Americano instead and just use very little water." Did that for him. And then before he left said, "Excuse me, sir." And then Elijah turned around, because I call him Elijah. And the guy, Nick, that I hate goes, "I just have to shake your hand. I'm the hugest Lothar fan." And I asked him what Lothar was, and he goes, "Oh, it's shorthand for Lord of the Rings." And I was like, "Wow, that is awesome."
The shorthand we've all been waiting for.
Lothar.
Yeah.
So first you big league him on his fucking coffee order, and then you're like, "Shake my hand."
Yeah, sir. Excuse me, sir. You're 4 foot tall. Don't call him a sir, okay? You can call a guy like that either boy or young man. That's what you can. I don't care how old he is, dude. If someone's less than 5 foot, you call him boy, young man. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. You're not tall enough to ride this ride, young man.
Mm-mm.
I would call the zoo.
Parents.
I would call the zoo, and I would say one of your creatures has escaped the zoo and needs to come down here and collect it.
Yeah.
Call the local elementary school. I think we got Truant over here.
The child pretending to be an adult.
Gonna take his parents to court because the kid won't go to school. He's truant. No, that's Elijah Wood. He's a very well-respected actor in the Hollywood community. He was Lothar.
He's the Lothar guy.
He was famous.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was.
Loader fan.
Yeah.
He was marginally famous before that, but then he got A-list after that Loader shit went down, though.
Can I ask you as a personal question?
Yes.
Do you guys make calls from your phone or from the computer?
From the computer, from a Google phone, a Google Voice number.
How do you make? So I have to do all the calls. We do like this.
Yeah.
On the phone, we put them on speaker because I have no clue how to do it on the computer. I try. It is so hard to do. I don't even know how to mic up my phone. We don't know how to do. And Robert's in Nashville, so he can't do it.
You got to get.
It's not allowed there.
You got to get some. You got to get this program called Audio Hijack.
Audio Hijack.
Yes, and this program called Loopback, and it makes it so you can like route the in and out of the audio inside of your computer, like without any like outboard gear. I guess would be the word.
Let's go. But, okay, so I got 2011 MacBook Air. I don't think it could download anything else.
I have like a similarly old MacBook Air, and like it's when I'm doing like 2 phone lines, and I have like YouTube videos going, and like people on Zoom. It's like. My computer is like barely functioning. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's on the edge. So
I had to restart mine before I even jumped in the call because I just hadn't restarted it since yesterday, and it was humming. It was like, and I was like, "Give me a sec, Robert."
It's so fucking hot when we're doing the show. It's like kind of scary, but whatever.
Yeah, mine too. Here's the thing:
whole string attachment for that. Instead of restarting it, you just gotta crank it a couple more times.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of fans on mine. I put ice on the keyboard.
Nice. I usually do this from the bath, but an ice cold bath.
That's good.
I have one of those wooden trays that I put across my bath. I got off Instagram.
I want one of those
like in Gummo.
Yeah,
exactly like in Gumby.
Yeah, there's spaghetti going and everything.
In Gumby, when he has the famous spaghetti fan, exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're one of those guys who doesn't get any cultural references. So what's going on here?
I gotta be honest, I really don't.
Yeah,
Not on. Like a homeschooled fundamentalist most of my life.
Right. Yeah. So that
and so like it does.
You didn't see Gumbo when you were 16? Like
I don't even know what Gumbo is. I thought you were saying gumbo like the soup, and I realized you were doing a thing, and I was like, Gumby. I don't know what Gumbo is.
Gumby, Pokey,
Blockhead. We got the Andouille in there. You got the Andouille.
That's what I thought it was, boys. I'll be honest. Gummy, gumbos, pokey, sushi, yeah, that whole thing. I don't know what gumbo is. What is it?
It's a disturbing movie by a man named Harmony Korine.
I know that name. He's from Austin.
Yeah. Well, is he from Austin? Okay. I think he lives in Nashville now or Memphis.
He lives somewhere in Tennessee. I think he's from New York.
He was in Tennessee for a while. He wrote Kids, that movie Kids. But
I know that name. Isn't that about heroin?
Yeah, well, it's about skateboarding.
It's about kids.
It's about kids in New York, like skateboarding, and one of them has AIDS, and he just keeps having unprotected sex with women because he doesn't care.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. Yeah, it's
welcome to New York, kid.
Welcome to New York.
Harmony Korine did this movie called Trash Humpers, where it's just people wearing like old person masks and like fucking trash.
Yeah, it's good.
Movie. It's like an hour and a half long. It's pretty good.
I'll be honest. Art, like, you know what I think is a good movie? Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah, with David Spade and John Candy or John Goodman, whatever his name is. Fantastic. I want a movie with a story that's like heartfelt and friendly. Those are like my favorite movies.
I know Black Sheep.
I saw Borat for the first time like 3 years ago. It fucked me up. I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Funny, man.
I saw it at the grocery store for $2.99, and I was like, oh, dude, I'll get it just because I know it's like some shitty movie. Right. And I put it in, and I was like, this is the best. I love this. Yeah. I started watching, who's that guy? I can't remember. Sacha Baron Cohen, his little TV show, Ali G. I was like, this is the best I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
That was like 4 or 5 years ago that I saw that. And I was like, this is incredible.
You should check out this guy Borat, man.
Oh, he's so good. Oh, he gives me such a hoot and a holler.
Yeah. I mean, you should probably stop there with Sacha Baron Cohen, though. I don't think he really has legs after that.
American movies.
Gay guy, not so good. Pretends to be the dictator guy, not so good.
Not so good.
Yeah, not so good. Yeah.
The Who Is America one was hella good. It was just behind such a paywall.
Yeah, that one was actually really good. Yeah.
But then it was put on what like Showtime. You had to pay $20 to see it.
I mean, you should figure out how to pirate movies also.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to download illegally anything.
Well, then you're not going to want to get this audio hijack. I think it's expensive. I just stole it. So.
I remember my friend when I first got my computer when I was like 16, I got a laptop. And my friend Richard came over and was like, this is how he downloaded Demonoid, which was like an invite-only torrent website.
Okay.
And he downloaded something. I think it was VUZE. I might be remembering that wrong though. Had like a frog logo, and he had to download something else too. And he's like, "This is how you seed, which is like how you, I guess, re-upload it or something.
Yeah.
And then this is how you download, and just set it up on buttons. And then I got a new computer, and I just have never been able to do it since. I have no idea how to do it.
Well, you got to get Richard over to program the damn thing with the shortcuts. What's he doing? Where's he at?
Yeah,
He got married at like Disneyland. He's like a Disney adult now.
Does he live in Celebration, Florida, in the planned community that's only Disney employees?
They're on police sports and everything. Yeah.
Oh, is that really a community?
My buddy's sister worked for Disney in Florida, and she lived in Celebration, which is like a fucking gated, like gulag style community.
It's like an incorporated town. It's like Disney like owns it.
Like an old town Ford City.
I guess, basically.
You'll wake up in the morning, like this morning, like a Sunday, and you'll go out the door, and there's Goofy, and there's the Emperor and his cool new groove and shit, and it's bananas.
That bird from Song of the South is whistling around, you know. No.
Dude, my MK Ultra trigger would go off, and I would do something drastic. If I lived in that town, dude, my Manchurian Candidate fucking trigger would go off. I'd be in the news.
Sleeper cell would be activated.
Exactly.
You'll be right too, because there's like
unreasonable things. That's me after a week.
Privately owned police force there, so you'd be right to react violently.
Hey, you want my hot take? They're all privately owned.
Oh shit!
Right there, dude.
Boom.
What?
Yeah.
Out here on the liberal East Coast, that's not even that hot of a take.
Well, it's not a liberal. New York's no longer liberal because they just elected a fake Democrat ex-cop as mayor of the city. He's going hard. We're gonna bring back stop and frisk. We're gonna bring back plainclothes undercover police units crawling around black housing projects and shit. And
Andrew Yang is your guys' mayor?
No, I wish that would be much better than the guy we got.
I got my shit Yang banged. I got my Yang bang this into a UBI.
Hey, Doc, I got this UBI because I've been gangbanging. He's like, all right, cut me in for half and we're good.
Cut me in for half.
Doc, there's a scab over the tip of my penis from my UBI.
Who's your guys'
Doc, there's a penis-shaped birthmark on my penis.
Don't mind that. That has nothing to do with it.
Robert, do you know who the mayor of Austin is?
It's Stephen Adler, the guy who used to play drums on Appetite for Destruction.
That sounds tough. I wish actually our mayor's the guy from Earth Crisis now.
Oh hell yeah!
He wasn't in Guns N' Roses. He was just some shitty kid that went to UT and was like, I want to find out how to stay here for the rest of my life. He's a fucking mayor.
On the 50-year plan.
He loves that Chipotle downtown, so he had to stay.
Yeah, they have a special walk-up window. Oh, the only Chipotle with a walk-up window.
Wow.
Austin is weird.
It's like, what can I do to just stay in Austin for the rest of my life? So I can be near the Chipotle.
I thought Adler's been mayor for like a decade now. Is he like forever mayor? Is he like our king or something? How does he be mayor for so long?
I don't think he's been.
He probably changed the law so that he can be mayor for forever.
Dude, I can't believe.
Oh, Bloomberg style.
Yeah.
Oh, is Bloomberg your guys' mayor?
He was.
He would still be if they'd let him just change the damn laws any way he chooses. He's a damn billionaire and a titan of business.
It's funny because I remember he might have been president for a second, and it's like that's so funny. We had that fool be president, Bloomberg. Like the Bloomberg portal at a college that you go to if you study finance. That guy.
That guy. Yes. All billions of dollars of his net worth. Him.
Those two cats, or is that one cat?
Two cats.
One.
I thought your cat was nasty looking.
Oh,
it's born. It was one cat, but it was born in two cats' bodies.
Fuse the cats.
Yeah, Doc. We don't want to take them apart. They're already apart. We want to fuse them together. Doc, you don't understand. It's one cat, two bodies.
The doctor's like, I understand. I see this all the time.
I'm doing some reanimator kind of stuff over here, and I'm going to try and sew the cat's bodies together. Just, stitch
Some people say don't play God. I say I don't play. I've perfected it.
Well, I am God. I am a God. I am one of the gods.
I just rebranded as a Christian comedian. I will not be saying I am God.
Oh, you should try and book some Christian comedian slots, and then just.
I have been trying to. I'm going full Brian Regan ass fucking Christian comedian.
That guy is so funny. It's
just
okay.
a clean
He's a Christian
comic,
to me.
though.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm trying to suggest about me now? I'm trying to say it's okay to be clean because I'll be Brian Regan level
funny. Brian Regan level funny. You got to start screaming.
No, JT, the move is to be a dirty comic, but you're still Christian.
Oh,
now that there's money in that.
Like a cool youth pastor who like skateboards.
Yeah,
like that, right? Yeah.
How are we supposed to get on the mega church circuit if you're trying to be clean and Christian?
I'm gonna wear a Switchfoot shirt.
Yeah, don't be clean. Start doing heroin again.
Don't tempt me.
I put this needle in my body for the Lord, you little bastard.
That's right.
Yeah,
keep your fucking laws off my body unless you mind sharing needles.
Listen, I'm giving on to Caesar what is Caesar's and on to the Lord's what is the Lord's. You guys want to make a prank call? I was just gonna do it on my phone though, and just put them on speaker. But I feel like you guys are so professional. You guys ready?
I'm just a dork, so I like figured out this technology. It's not really professional.
Mike, don't tell him.
Oh yeah, shit. Fuck no, I'm really professional.
It's hijack, and then another one. I'll be honest. The second you said
I wrote him down, JT.
You should. I mean, yeah, I would.
That's my dude.
I was trying to figure out a way to do a screen share on this, but I don't know how you do that. Actually,
I don't think technology's gone that far.
Yeah, apparently not.
It's fun. I used to cold call people and get them on a screen share service. I'd be like, yeah, just jump on Join Me, and you'd be able to see my screen. And pretty much everyone would go, are you going to be able to get into my computer?
Yeah, I mean,
no. And they'd say, oh, okay. But I'm like, probably. I have no clue. But it's crazy you just believe me when I say, oh, no, you'll just be able to see my screen.
I'll screenshot right now, guys.
Yeah, fucking joke of the episode right there. Jesus Christ, man.
Good thing we're audio only.
Didn't know we had a Carrot Top in the mix here. Carrot Top
prop comic. Yeah, what else you got in your bag of tricks? You got the arrow that goes through your head.
Got some super glue. I don't know.
He has a rubber chicken. Oh. No, he does.
You only need if your bag of tricks is only super glue.
I got
good.
My micro-dosing kit here going. What else?
Or a full dosing kit for a hobbit.
Some weed to eat, you know?
Wow. It's crazy that weed's illegal in New York because I bought it on Instagram when I was there.
Yeah,
I have a co-host who works for a weed service, so it's pretty easy here.
So crazy. A guy just showed up and gave me weed, and I was like, wow, I just got you off Instagram?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean,
welcome to New York.
Weed.
They decriminalized it here, so you don't get in trouble. You can smoke weed on the street. It was actually like it was a very wild. What exactly happened? Oh, right before the governor got
it was
caught.
The fucking he's Italian, right? So he kisses with his whole body.
Yeah, exactly. So all these women came out and they were like, he touches us. He's really creepy. And his response was like, you can smoke weed on the street. No one will arrest you anymore. It's totally fine.
Well, it was
cool for me. You know what I mean? Like,
it was, hey, this guy's really creepy. Like he just like grabs my ass and won't let go. And also,
he touches my belly a lot. Is one of his moves.
He rubs my belly, stomach. But he's Italian, so he kisses with his whole body. And he also sent my grandma back to the nursing home and said, "Oh, it's not COVID. Don't worry about it." And then they all died. And then people said, "Hey, you can't be kissing with your whole body and killing old people." And he said, "Shit, you're right. Weed's legal."
Yeah, literally.
We gotta get Adler on that shit. I bet he's doing something bad.
Well, he did do that bad thing where he abandoned his constituents.
Oh, at the beginning of COVID,
where he was dining maskless.
But hey, if I was a billionaire, I would do that too. That I go, I'm mad at him. All the other stuff. If I was shit like the Ted Cruz thing, fuck that fool. When he jumped out of the snow politics, whatever. But it's like, yeah, dude, if I was rich, I would go to Mexico too. That's like the rich.
He's got to be smart. He's just stupid. He like got caught, you know.
Yeah,
like,
they have to be working class.
And he blamed his daughters.
Yeah, well, his wife and his daughters do be texting too much. I think that's part of why he got in trouble. Yeah,
they really do be.
Yeah, he should have a thing set up on their phone so he sees all their texts and he has to approve or deny them. You know, that's what I would do. If I were
he sits in front of his constituents. He says, "Are you married? Do you have kids? You know how it's like. They're always dragging you to Mexico and shit when you don't want to, when you want to stay and help your constituents or freezing.
My bitch wife doesn't want us to get COVID.
Right. You know? right.
Wife. made us go on a beautiful resort
My
trip.
bitch wife and my bitch daughters, you know.
Yeah.
My bitch whore of a wife couldn't get a refund on the goddamn fucking private jet.
So we had
Divorced men skyrocketed. Divorced men were like, "Wow, yeah, I love this guy."
Well, they would have gotten the refund, but somebody had called him and said, "Hey, take down that tweet you said about that airline that won't give you a refund." And then he's like, "Oh shit! What else are they gonna find?"
Everyone thinks I'm a pussy. I'll grow a beard.
Dude,
Oh, then when he came back,
that
he had his hair fucking braided.
He went to see her from.
It was at Sandals.
Yeah. He has fucking hair braided like Kenny Powers. Grew out his beard. He's like, I'm in the thick of it with y'all too, man. Like, I can't get my resources to shave.
Looking like,
I was like, no.
James Spring Breakers and shit. Fucking, what a cool dude.
All right, let's do this prank call.
Okay.
I want to do it.
I don't know who we're calling, but it's a number that called me a while ago.
Here, I'll crank call the bar and restaurant I own also after that, okay?
No one answers at your bar when I call a prank call.
Well, that's too bad.
I might get fired.
A horrible customer service in my opinion.
Or they answer when I call.
Probably a caller ID.
Mm-hmm.
See how I just hold it up to the phone? Like,
It's nice technique.
oh, how are they going to hear you?
Well,
They won't be able to.
Automatic voice message system.
They won't be able to hear it. This is just a voicemail. All right. Well, I'll add that phone number to the Spank Bank.
Yes.
Should I call the list of phone numbers that I call the Spank Bank? And also I jack off to it.
You're like fucking 836-4301. 836-4301.
Call through your computer. Can we hear if you call through your computer?
I think so. Can you hear what I'm saying right now, though? Because I fucking... Can you hear me
Yeah,
right now?
right now.
You can?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, weird.
You probably didn't have your mic plugged in this whole time and you're just going through normal audio.
Well, I'm just confused. I'm trying to figure out if you'll be able to hear it or not.
It gets captured by the game here.
And while we're waiting, tune in to KPISS.
That's right, KPISS.fm. It's a wonderful station. There's all kinds of shows, not just
There's
us.
all kinds of shows. There's only really one show.
Only one quality entertainment on the East Coast.
We're the premier channel. We're the premier show on the station. That's what I mean.
From 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays.
It's 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern.
Hold on,
Yeah.
wait. The 1 to 2 if you're in Austin. No, that's Central Time.
It's Central.
No.
Wait, Texas is Central Time. We call it Texas time out here.
I bet you do.
Telemarketing. I go, what time zone you in? I'm in Texas time. That's what we call it out here. People eat that shit up. Fucking idiots.
You hear me? Am I with you?
Whoa,
You hear me?
that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Now I think it's going to work. All right.
That was crazy when you did the demon voice.
Yeah.
Is that an impression or do you have that software?
No,
It's a
I just,
He does with his throat.
How's
So crazy.
it funny? Yeah.
That was that is very good work.
Oh, I
You
hear
the
it.
phone ringing now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling the Cheesecake Factory in Queens. This is Jenna. How may I help you?
Hello. This is Benedict.
Benedict?
Yes.
Okay, how can I help you?
Well, I'm here with JT and Robert and Eric. We're trying to come down there a little later.
I'm sorry. You're trying to make a reservation?
Well, I mean, is that necessary, or can we just walk in? It's just me and JT and Robert and Eric also.
The ones you're thinking.
Did you already made one?
Oh, I mean, is it necessary? This is Benedict.
Okay. Yeah. The reservation is not necessary. But you are welcome to book one on Yelp if you do want. But right now we're not really on a wait list.
Whoa.
So it's up to you.
Whoa. I thought Yelp was where I go to complain about your restaurant.
There's reservations available on Yelp as well.
I don't think so. Can I speak to the manager, please?
I actually am the manager.
Well, I've heard that before. Can I speak to the real manager, please?
I'm not sure what you mean. My name is Jenna. I'm one of the managers.
Can I have your last name?
No, I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable giving that up. Is there a reason why you need my
This
last
isn't
name?
making me feel very comfortable either.
Okay.
There's no way Jenna's the manager.
I know. That's my first. That's the next step here. Of course, we're gonna get to the this.
I would not believe she's the manager with that tone.
Just tell her what does the fucking sign say on the front door?
Cheesecake Factory.
Well, no. Like usually those restaurants will say like this is managed by, and then it has their full name.
What does the fucking sign say? Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. That's what I thought, Jenna.
You know what? We might be on the infinite hold also, which is a thing we've experienced many times.
You know what?
Classic tactic.
As
you know what?
The trenches, I've been in that infinite hold many times.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why Twitter was made. They're going to be lucky to ever have anybody call or go into their restaurant again. They keep this.
Make a reservation on Yelp. What the fuck are you talking about, lady?
Make a reservation on Yelp.
Yeah.
You got my phone now.
Immediately.
One of my favorite things when I first started telemarketing, where I'd call like a restaurant and I'd be like, "Hey, are you guys sick of bad Yelp reviews?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And then I didn't work at Yelp, or I couldn't get the reviews right. That was just a way to get them to listen to me for a second.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hey, I'm calling about some reviews I saw on your Yelp. Is the owner there?" And they'd be like, "Oh, yeah." Idiots. That, or if I'm calling for the owner and like it's like, let's say Robert owns some fucking barbershop, I'd call him back, "Hey, is Robert there?" And they'd be like, "Can I ask who this is?" I'd be like, "Yeah, just tell him it's JT." And they'd be like, "Oh, it's Robert's friend JT." And they hand him the phone. I'd be like, "Hey, this is JT calling about the software thing."
You got to have an in, you know?
Yeah, it's always lying.
All right, we got another one. This will be good.
It is a hot one. It is a coal out the fire.
Yeah.
Wax tracks.
What? Excuse me. What?
Wax tracks.
Wax Tracks, the record store?
Yes.
You all got any Christopher Cross CDs in there?
Who?
Christopher Cross from Arthur? What are you, 90 years old? Hey, hello? Excuse me, miss. Can I speak to someone else, ma'am?
Nope. What are you looking for?
Christopher Cross?
No, I don't have any.
Are you sure? He's a pretty popular artist.
Yep, 100% sure.
Oh, yeah? Is this Doug?
What's that?
Is this Doug?
I can't hear you, man. Your phone doesn't work very well.
Is this Doug?
Nope.
Is Doug available?
No, he's not here. Who's this?
Well, that's none of your business. Can you transfer me to someone who knows about Christopher Cross, please?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, thanks. I used to work at this record store. A guy named Doug that I know still works there. I worked there 17 years ago.
Dude, Doug seems awesome if he still works there.
Yeah, he knows everything about Christopher Cross.
Hello, is this Doug?
Nope.
Is this the same guy?
I'm sorry?
Is this the same guy? Are you trying to trick me?
No. I don't know. What do you need?
Christopher Cross.
I don't have any, unfortunately.
It's just that easy, though.
Google it.
What's that?
It's just that easy.
Yep.
Can you place me a special order, or what's going on here?
Which Christopher Cross did you want?
The greatest hits. All of them.
All right. It's on order.
All right, thanks a lot.
We'll get that in
All
for
right, thanks a lot.
Next week.
Okay, I'll be in. And who am I speaking to so I can ask for you by name when I come in there?
This is Bill.
Bill. Okay.
Sorry?
I said okay.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right,
Have
then.
a good day.
You too, ma'am. Who's going to hang up, me or you? I'll stay on the line all day. I got nothing to do.
Answer the question, Bill.
Answer the question. What are we listening to in there? It's a little hip hop, huh? Had a good groove to it. I think I just heard someone call me a cocksucker in the background. Don't care for that.
Very unprofessional.
Yeah, a little homophobic too.
The last homophobe at Wax Tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're canceled, so bye-bye.
You on the Yelp.
You'll taste of what we do, week to week.
That's how the magic is made right there. That's beautiful stuff, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Get a little, aggressive. I like to refer to the person as the opposite gender of what they actually are. That seems to make people really mad.
Always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. You can't misgender people anymore.
No, you
so
No, you can. I do it all the time.
One time I went to Chili's with my mom and they didn't give her a straw, and she said, "JT, would you ask for a straw for me? I'm scared that the PC police will come shoot me in the head if I do."
Really?
Funniest.
Was it when
funniest
straws were like bad because of the turtles, or was it just?
Yeah, whatever Nathan For You episode got us to think straws were bad. It was during that time period.
Yeah, I gotta buy.
So
the Metal Straw Company had the greatest ad campaign of all time.
Straw for your mother?
Oh, I did. I said I will face the firing squad of the PC police for you, Mom.
That's right. And so when you got the straw and gave it to your mother, did she put it in her drink and did she sip away happily?
The whole restaurant stood up and applauded.
Yeah,
fucking son of the year right there. That's son of the year shit right there.
Robert just ran out.
His brains out.
Robert, you guys see Robert quickly get up and run out?
I did that earlier.
Amazon. Oh, wait, he had to go get a straw. Got a straw there, Robert?
BK?
Sonic.
Delivery, wow.
You got Sonic delivered?
Sorry, what?
You have a guy there? They rolled 15 minutes.
No, it's called my wife.
Earlier, my doorbell rang and I just didn't answer it. I don't care who it is. I'm in the middle of doing.
They kept screaming, "Warrant, warrant, warrant!" I'm doing art.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the ASMR component. We're trying to get going.
Oh yeah, that's cool stuff. Robert, can you tell me a little bit more about your experience with ASMR?
Yeah, I've been disturbed many times by YouTube ASMR videos.
Why do you keep them on?
Let's start. Can we start from the beginning though? What does ASMR stand for?
Audio simulation. Mom.
Mum.
Fucking look it up.
Mum.
I'll do something for you, Eric.
This is what we call autonomous sensory meridian response.
Meridian response. It's all like women eating and then chewing and stuff.
And they'll do faint whispers.
Yeah.
But only women can do it though.
If a guy does ASMR, they always end up in prison.
Yeah. That seems pretty sus to me if a guy's doing ASMR.
Yeah. Ooh, my doorbell just went off.
Oh, wow. Are you going to answer it?
I am.
Holy cow. Look at this. Well, it's going to be fun to edit this, Robert.
Oh, dude. It's so
yeah.
fun.
Oh, dude.
One of the main reasons I like doing just a live radio show. No editing. Once it's over, I just get up and walk away, and that's it. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't even upload the episodes to the server I'm supposed to. I haven't done one since March. It's almost a year.
You're trying to see how long you can go before they finally get on your ass about it.
If you want to hear this shit, you got to tune in. You know, that's frankly just the way it is. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
The woman who runs the station sends me like an angry text or email almost every week about how I don't upload any of the shows and how it's fucking up their SCI and all this weird.
And what you tell her is, why don't you come down from Canada and do something about it?
Yeah, exactly. We used to do the show. There used to be like an actual station. Me and Eric had a show on KPISS before that was like a music show. They had an actual radio station, but
in Punk Alley.
In Punk Alley, it was a alley of little storage units turned into stores. There was just like record stores and bookstores and like
scary. I know about that place in New York.
Yeah, exactly. That's where KPISS used to be, in that fucking little Punk Alley off Broadway.
Man, do you know my friend Eden? He used to have a practice space in New York with the guys from some fucking band. I can't remember what it's called, but they used to play.
Was Eden with? Did he?
Yeah. The big old bearded dude.
Yeah. I don't know him. I know who he is, of course.
He worked at the same venue as me when he moved to Austin. That's my buddy. But he told me Punk Alley. He used to go there to buy old VHSs.
Yep. Yes. And then there was a guy who sold like he would like take leather jackets and like piss on them and fucking like throw like salt on them and shit and just let them get all fucked up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool as hell. He's in a band called Sadist where he wears like a scary mask and cuts his chest up when they play.
Damn. I seen a dude that was like 17 cut up on his face for his hardcore band.
Yeah.
They opened for Madball, and so he was like a young man.
Really?
Yeah. And so he cut up his face mad crazy for the show, and I asked another boy in the band, I was like, does he always do that? And he was like, important shows. And I was like, who?
Yeah, because you have to show the guys in Madball that you have to assert your dominance. Otherwise,
Madball guys think they're tough as hell. So
yeah.
I remember the venue manager of that night, my buddy Tyson, was like, dude, just so you know, you're going to be dealing with some of the most hardcore OG gangsters from the East Coast. And some like dudes with white dread showed up, and I was like, I'm not too worried about it.
I think I can handle this.
And I knew who Madball was. I just never really listened to him. Because like I got into hardcore before I got into anything in the world. So like Madball is like, of course you know who Madball is. You know, like you just know that name. You know, you guys like that band Coke Bus?
The thing is, it may not be the guys with the white dreads that walk in the front door. It's going to be their friends that come in the back door that are going to be really scary.
I'm one of the friends that comes in the back door.
I always like to use the side door if available.
Man.
Really throws them for a loop, you know? They never see it coming.
Get in the head of the Madball guys.
Yeah, and then I walk right up to I walk right up to the biggest fucking scariest one and I say, hey, I'm here for the VIP area. I work with CAA.
You want me to spell it out for you? Give me my pass.
Agency.
I fucking booked the show for Madball or Madlib.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Who are you? Out of my way.
Are Madballs really gangsters? Are their friends really like hardcore scary guys? I wouldn't know.
You never tell with any of that New York shit. I mean, every one of those bands pretends like they're fucking.
Well, I think here's a very valuable piece of the puzzle is those dudes are also like 50 now. So their friends that are scary are either dead or probably in jail or not scary anymore. So that's the only thing we can work with here. We can probably outrun them.
Not me. You guys maybe.
Oh, that's right.
If Madball tried to chase me down, they would chase me down and beat me up.
They probably got secret kids now.
But I remember listening to that band Coke Bus when I was like a young man and thinking like, damn, these guys are like hardcore. They like beat people up and stuff. And then finding out they like don't. And they're all like trust fund kids.
Yeah, they probably did like, once or twice in like the 80s or whatever,
Right. And then their rich daddy was like, hey, I'll give you a fucking a month just to stop beating people up and making me look bad.
You have 1 month. Gotta change your life.
And you're like, all right, Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang has a son, gets into hardcore.
It took me a while of Googling to figure it out, but I saw this band, Circle of Dead Children, play at the Fireside in Chicago once. And the guy didn't cut himself. He just hit the microphone into his forehead like fucking, 75 times until there was just blood like streaming down his face. It was pretty sick.
That's pretty sick. I can't even lie.
Yeah, it was very sick.
Could never in a million years listen to noise music, right? Like I don't have that type of autism. But I've been to 1 billion noise shows because it's like, I might see a dude potentially shoot someone. Like, I love that crazy shit where it's like, I remember one time my buddy did a noise show and he's like, I was crazy, man. I kept shooting my shotgun up in the air. And I was like, what? And he's like, dude, he also did this thing called a Doomba where he took the top off of a lawnmower. I'm talking about Steven, Robert's brother, knows this fool. Yeah. He took the top off a lawnmower that was like self-running. And so the blades were open and just turned it on.
That's not street.
And someone... What was this? The Bill Belichick project he did?
Maybe.
Because the first show my brother and I went to, he was like getting it started, and it was one of those pull mowers inside a fucking house. So we're like, okay, someone needs to open a goddamn window.
First.
But as soon as like he cranks it, I think it was Adam from Survive. He threw his fucking like half drink.
Survive. Wait a minute. You mean one half of the duo that made the music for Stranger Things?
Netflix. What you're thinking?
Yeah.
A friend of the pod.
Oh wow, okay.
Robert, are you his friend? Do you know him?
I know Adam, but
there
it's like
go, friend of the pod. Survive. Go on.
There it is. Hell yes. I mean, that's huge. You got that lady with the little girl with the shaved head. His girlfriend.
In contact with her. Yeah. No, but anyways, like he threw like his like half drinking beer into the fucking mower and just broke it. And he's like, well, I guess I can't do my set. Thanks a lot, guys. And Adam's like, I just saved us 15 minutes of some bullshit.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I used to do that music when I used to tour around doing it a lot. One day I was looking around the room and I was like,
wait, hold on a second, though. Nobody wanted, I mean, the show must go on. We understand that because we're in the business. But nobody said, I think my buddy's got a mower we could borrow.
They call like a farm supply store and rent a lawnmower. Like,
Tractor supply company. Yeah.
So we got to get to McCoy's, but it's 10 p.m. They closed at 9:30. We got to break in.
Does anyone know anyone that works there? Maybe get me the mower for my 15 minutes. Let's put it back.
We got a noise show off. There's like 4 dudes in this basement that are hungry. Noise.
I remember one day it's being probably like 12 days into like a 20-day harsh noise tour. Just looking around this dank, stinky basement. There's like 7 dudes dressed in all black, not talking to each other. And I was just like, fuck, what am I fucking doing? Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, I like this. I like making this music, but this is so fucking miserable. And just
right. That's when you
waste of energy.
Found out that maybe pop stardom is more of your route as opposed.
I joined a band with some other guys, and then all of a sudden there were like women at the shows. And I was just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's you. You're like, this shouldn't be. What are you guys? Who tricked you into being here?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we got like 8 people out there. Like, this is the biggest show I've ever played.
Here's from the door. Here's $7.
And you can't stay here, but you can stay at my buddy's place.
You can't stay here, yeah. So yeah.
Stay here. Here's the other story I like is here's a bunch of free weed. You can't.
Played a show in what is it called? Humboldt County. What's the town? Where the college is? Fuck, I can't even remember the name of the town.
Chico.
That's Arcata.
Arcata, yes. Played a show. A house show, very fun, tons of people there. This is in a normal band, not harsh noise. And then at the end of the night, this guy hands me like a handful of nugs of weed. Like, it puts them in my hand. He's like, "Here's what we got for you guys at the door. You can't stay here." I was like, that was it. I was like, "Do you have a bag or something?" He's like, "Nah, we don't." I tried to find one, but we don't. So
We didn't get a bag at the door.
I'd like put it in the
door.
to-go cup or something that was in the van and slept in the parking lot of a Safeway. It was pretty sick.
This is what we got from the door. It's
Yeah,
it sounded like they were taking donations, and people were just like, "I got a nug."
I didn't have any money, but here's a nug of weed from my baggie of weed because I'm in the county or whatever, you know.
That's the price of admission. It's just people dumping nugs into a bucket.
Shout out to the band that opened.
Me out there, it's different than ours.
Huge shout out to the band that opened Cubic Zirconium.
Nice.
One of the best band names one of the best worst band names I've ever heard.
One time I opened for this band. I did comedy while they did music, and I was like 22.
That's how to rock, dude. What a perfect combination of things.
Yeah, that's why people
love to see them together, you know?
There's nothing that does better than going in between sets. It's surprising that more people haven't thought of that and asked me.
I know, yeah. It's just, it like clicks every time.
That's what the audience is there for, is for that type of experience. So I did that for 3 weeks across the nation.
Oh, wow. That's horrifying.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Okay, cool. All right. Maybe I'm wrong, but.
Oh, dude.
Was it the chicken wire circuit?
Yeah. Now, dude, what I did later is the next time my buddy's band, because there's always friends like, "You want to do it with us?" And when I was younger, I was like, "Yeah." And the next time I was like, "I'll go, but I'll book my own shows in those cities."
There you go. That's smart. Yeah.
It was great. I love doing that. I'll do that any day of the week. But I did that with this band, and we played at the Zoo Bar in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay.
And the band that opened was like a class, like a college class there, that like this was their project.
School of Rock.
It was a School of Rock situation for freshmen. And like, I wish more than anything I had a video of that band, because it was like irreplaceable. It was like a cello, a guy playing xylophone, 2 electric guitars. And it was like, this song's called "I Hope We Get an A on It" or whatever. And it was like, that was the type of talent. It was incredible. It was like the best night of my life. Better than any noise show you could see, better than anything that anyone could put on intentionally. With like doing like what they considered like Neutral Milk Hotel ass music. You know what I mean? Like thinking that they were doing some like indie ass shit. It was great.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is So what I'm hearing is, JT, like your ideal situation is to host School of Rock summer camps.
Yeah.
For adults.
Style School of Rock guy.
Court order, I cannot teach anyone under 18 how to play guitar.
I can't even be 300 yards from this event.
What about bass guitar? Can you do that?
Anyone under 15, yeah.
Okay.
Different laws in Arkansas, so I can teach people how to play bass.
Lincoln, Nebraska, low-key, a very cool, weird little town.
It is.
A cool town, like anywhere near it.
You know what else is cool? Norman, Oklahoma.
I've never been to Norman.
Place is fucking cool, I swear to God.
I played a really good show in Wichita Falls, Texas once, also, in an old roller skating rink, like a closed-down roller skating rink.
I've been to Wichita Falls, Kansas.
Yeah, surprisingly good, surprisingly fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. Well, what do you think?
I think we did 90 minutes of art. I think that's like a full 90 minutes of art.
I was a little nervous about this because I don't know how to fucking not be the guy that's in charge of this kind of situation. So
well, we all voted right before you got in that you would be in charge.
Okay, cool.
Actually, yeah.
That was a good time. I was trying to not be in charge.
Oh, Eric, is that really your last name? Or is that the podcast?
What did you say?
I jumped on the call a little early, Mike, and yeah, you're in charge here. So,
Okay, cool.
Eric, is that really your last name on your Google profile thing?
It is, dude.
Schwertfeger, yes.
Fucking insane, dude. I thought that was a bit, and I thought you were going to come around to it. Dead serious.
Well, here's some great.
I thought you were going to sing for that. It sounds like, everything.
And the funny part is when my Pappy's Pappy came over and went through Ellis Island, they bastardized and bowdlerized many names, but Schwertfeger, they got that one.
Yeah.
The one you were hoping for them to butcher.
For real. They could have done Smith. God, why didn't they do Smith? He bribed a fool not to get Smith.
You know what rhymes with Schwertfeger? Horse banger.
At this age, I'll be honest, I'm 40. I've heard them all until I heard horse banger. And then I was like, wait, there's still hope for humanity.
Yeah, I was like waiting, and then about like 20, 30 minutes ago, I was like, shit, that's probably his real last name.
He's probably not fucking around about
The
that.
first podcast I did, I was like 18 or something. It was a local podcast in Sacramento from two like dad-aged comedians. And me and my friend Darby went and wrote jokes all over our bodies and on pieces of paper to fuck with them and do like no audio bits. And these dads like flipped their shit. Like could not handle us just making jokes, not caring about their content. Like I remember, like I wrote like yes
they got to
and no on the other, and they'd ask a question and I'd show a nipple instead of answering. They were getting so mad.
Oh, yeah.
What did it say on the nipple, though? Do you remember?
Yes on one, no on the other, and then like just random little statements across my body that I could answer to or ask them questions. You know?
Keep your laws off my body and pass the syringe if you're into that shit. And and Dad, I don't care.
I think you might be one of the baddest boys we've had on here because that was some absolute rebel talk.
Boy, man, fucking.
For being a Yankee, for being from the north of the country, I sure got a little rebel talk in me.
Yeah, a little rebel spirit.
Evan Williams helped a little bit.
A little rebel spirit.
He's a kind of guy who will just get into a fight. No questions asked.
The way that Robert nodded there was the most Texan thing about him. Can I get into a fight, Robert?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. When I'm about to get in a fight, I'm like, whoa, okay, like let me like say something and try and get out of this. The horse banger, man. It's just maybe I should swing first.
That's right.
Banger swings first. Talking myself out of fights I talked myself into was a skill that I got really young. Yeah. Oh, I worded my way into someone wanting to beat me up. Now I'll word my way out of it.
Yes, that is such a.
I've never gotten an adult fight. Still, somehow.
Okay, everyone who they're voting for on the election on 3, and then we end the podcast. 3, 2. Wait, no. I mean, everyone say it on 3. Everyone say who they're going to vote for next, and then we end the podcast. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Yang.
Donald Trump again.
Trump again. I want Yang to run with him.
My mutual
Trump
right now. I need Donald Trump back to make this strong.
Yeah. Remember when Donald Trump first became president? Everyone was like, comedians are going to go crazy on this, and it was just like dudes that would do impressions of him on Instagram and women that lip synced him.
Yeah.
He
doesn't vote, so it doesn't matter.
It was a gilded age for us.
Robert, you voted before?
Taxes.
Huh?
Robert, do you vote?
Yeah.
That surprises me. I've never voted. I don't even know how. I would not even know the process in which you would go to vote.
No, so last presidential election, I did a mail-in.
Well, that's legal.
I didn't have to go to the Randalls.
I fucking waited in line and voted for Joe Biden, which sucks.
You waited in line to vote for Biden?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just felt like I should do it. I don't fucking know.
People told me I should do it, and I would say, "Oh, I'm voting." I just try to ignore it when people tell me because you have to register to vote, and then you have to go, and I'm like, "Dude, the feds have my info. I don't want to confirm it."
JT, you have a driver's license, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just an extra checkbox. It's like, do you want to register to vote? Just
really,
yeah.
It's really easy, but you don't need to do it. It literally doesn't matter.
Here's the thing: like I'm practicing.
That's what anti-democratic fascists say.
What
Yeah.
did they say, to vote or to not vote?
that it doesn't matter if you vote. You know, I believed that for a long, long time. I surely did. It didn't matter. And then Donald Trump got elected. And I said, well, if he could get elected, anyone could. Maybe I should vote. Maybe I could vote for myself.
There you go.
Maybe I could be president.
Smart.
Look at how many people voted for Harambe in 2016.
Did he win?
Don't tell me voting doesn't matter.
He didn't win, unfortunately.
Okay.
No, but he came close.
That was on red wine and Xanax that ripped that woman's face off. That's who I actually. I changed my vote. I changed my vote to that ape.
The sanity.
The lady who got the first face transplant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, I think that they did a really bad job, and she
The
probably
ape kept getting madder and madder, so I kept giving it more Xanax and more wine.
Honestly, dude, if I was a monkey, I would be one. I'm not even a monkey, and I want Xanax and wine.
That monkey's gonna wake up and it's not gonna remember. It's gonna time travel, and then it's gonna wake up and it doesn't even know that it ripped the lady's face off, which is sad for the ape because it's probably cool.
well, right, yeah.
It's like the whole early 20s was like just waking up being like, damn, I got into a fight in San Antonio. How do I get to San Antonio?
I fucking think I'm stealing that from you.
What?
Time travel thing about putting Xanax in a red wine in a water bottle and just waking up 2 days later.
Well, everyone calls it time traveling because like
I never heard that before.
for fun. Like it wasn't like on accident. It was like other people I knew that did drugs the way I did would say like, oh, let's do some time traveling. Let's
Well,
do some benzodiazepine and alcohol.
I'm admitting it. I'm stealing one of your jokes.
You can any joke of mine that you hear, you can have.
I'm a fan, so hopefully this is actually puffing you up.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. I'm a KPISS boy. I've listened to like 3 episodes. It's more than I've listened to anything besides Ed Upperman.
Wow.
Have you listened to Ed Upperman's podcast?
I listened to 3 total episodes. That's more than anything else I've followed.
Besides Ed Upperman, that's it. Yeah.
What happens if you put a burning ATM inside of a fart locker? Does the methane fucking cause a combustion?
The methane? What are you, 14? Come on, it's called methane.
Bouncing on foes like trampolines. Just a great state of Texas. I can't believe. Run the side, run the side, run the side, run the side. Swerve, the rims is glistening. They got see the wood cause the top is missing. I sleep on dreams cause it's paper I'm chasing. My roots come from Texas, this inflation. Run the side, run the side, run the side, run the side.